Well, good morning. Today is Tuesday, August the 25th, 2020, and I'm here in Central Arkansas. Today is planting day. So this year I'm not doing just a whole lot for food plots, but I do have this strip behind me that I'm going to plant an Evolved Harvest mega plot. There's all sorts of stuff in there, clover, wheat, oats, all sorts of stuff, but the main thing that seems to grow is turnips, and so I plant that. Everything kind of comes up. The turnips, when they start growing, they kind of overpower everything, but that's fine. I like planting turnips, and it always grows really good and just gives me a great green leafy food plot, and so I'm going to plant that today. We've got the hurricanes or tropical storms or whatever they're going to be coming through Arkansas the next few days, and so we'll get quite a bit of rain, and so I'm out here today in the heat, the calm before the storm. I'm going to put in the work today while it's hot and dry, and then hopefully we'll get rain. It looks like we'll get rain for the next 4 days or so. So that'll be pretty nice, and it should get this stuff up and growing. I mowed everything down to the ground last week, and so I've got the disc today, and so we'll break it up. I'll put out fertilizer first, then I'll break it up real good, and then I'll throw out the seed, and then I'll just lightly go over it with the disc one more time, and then we'll move on to the next spot. Got the ground broke up pretty good. There's a pretty good layer of thatch or dead grass on the ground, and so what I'm going to do now is I'll go through and put out the seed. Most of it won't have any trouble at all getting down to the dirt, but the rest of it I'm going to go over after I seed it real good. I'm going to go back over with the disc and just kind of lightly break up the dirt a little bit more. That way it'll kind of push around that dead grass that's on top and allow the seeds to be able to work their way into the soil where they can grow. I think it's going to do great. It turned out pretty good. Everything's been going according to plan so far, and so I'm going to get this seed out there in the ground, and hopefully, by this time next week, after the rain we're supposed to have, hopefully there will be quite a bit of green stuff growing out here. All right, first food plot done. I got 2 more to do today. They're down the road, so we got to load up and head that way. Here is the second spot where we're planting the food plot today. This one is a few miles down the road from where we were. This property is only about 30 acres, but it's got some pretty good little hills and valleys, and sections of hardwoods, and then little open fire breaks all through it. And so I've got a box stand over here, a tripod feeder, and this spot should do pretty good. I even saw a deer, I think it was a fawn, but I saw a deer on the way in right here at that deer stand, and so it's a good spot. Alright, well, it is 11 a.m. and I am now at my last spot of the day that I'm going to plant. This spot right behind me is where I'm going to be planting this long strip over here. I think it's a fire break around this far side of the property. This is a pretty good spot. I've got a trophy rock over here, a mineral block that is just about gone because the deer have used it so much. And so I've got a camera on that I'll check in a minute. I'll go ahead and do the same thing here, put out the fertilizer, break up the ground real good, throw out the seed, and then hit it again a little bit more. And we'll just hope that the rain happens in the next few days like it's supposed to, and this should be ready to go by deer season. Alright, just got my last food plot of the day in. These are all pretty much planted to turnips. It's that mega plot. And so it'll be pretty nice. Got a deer stand right behind us that's overlooking that, and can see some more trails and stuff. And so I like how it all has turned out today. Everything's went pretty much according to plan. And so I'm about to load the tractor up and head back to the house. 4.5 weeks from deer season. Can't get here fast enough. I'm ready for it.